Welcome back everybody, Kai Swans here with another episode of Football Manager 2016 with FC Nürnberg, and it's a new season. And well, after the amazing achievement of last season of winning the league, which is well insane really, it's been some time since that, and we're now into the new season, and this is a German Supercup, which obviously we're in due to winning the league. It's quite, self-explanatory. And we're up against Borussia Mönchengladbach, fortunately not playing Dortmund or Bayern, so it gives us a bit more of a chance. So, with Borussia Mönchengladbach our opposition, you may be wondering, what transfers have you made for the new season even? Well, and seasons to come. Well, there's been 3 big ins. One of which, I will admit, was done for sentimental reasons. It's Badstuber. Holger Badstuber used to play for Bayern Munich, was absolutely brilliant for them until he got a really bad injury, took him out for a season or more. And he's back, and he's not the fastest, but just look at his core centre-back stats, that concentration, composure, anticipation, tackling, marking. He's going to be a really good, I think he's going to be third choice actually centre-back for us this season. He's certainly not starting this game, and with his age he'll be used a lot for just helping around with younger players, not ones who need determination boosts but ones who need other attribute boosts. He looks like a really good signing for me. And the 2 other transfers, they're quite big ones. All 3 of the transfers made are players you know. One of them is, many people I'm sure will agree with me, a bit of a bane in Football Manager. He always scores against you. It's Timo Werner. This guy scores for fun. He's a brilliant player, fast, decent technical and mental attributes. Like, he's all round decent, good off the ball composure and finishing. They're all good for goal scorers, but he always seems to score against me, no matter who he's with. He's normally with Man City, I think, but we've signed for 7.5 million, a fair amount, but he's transfer listed, and I thought, well, why not? It's nice to have a quality up and striker, because last season we still had Fulkreek and Zana, one of them a bit too young, not quite made it yet, and the other one not really a top quality striker. He's just performed above his level. And the final transfer, I'm sure you just saw, Kruzjokivrak. I'm going to have fun pronouncing his name, but he's going to be called Gregory. Actually, I'm going to set nickname. He is now Gregory. There we go. Thank you very much. So we've got Gregory in from Sevilla. Brilliant player, not the fastest, but still not slow, which is good. He's going to be my first choice centre back actually, despite him preferring to be in midfield. I just think he's so good. Look at his physical attributes, apart from obviously not the fastest. His mentals are insane. He's hard working, positioning, leadership, determination, bravery. Look at them, all those amazing attributes, and he was only just over 11 million. Brilliant transfer in my opinion. I'm really glad to have him in. If you just have a look at all those positives, and that gives us to the team today. Team selection, here we are. A very strong team. A couple of positions are sort of looking shaky. Lindsay Rose is now looking shaky, but his speed will be undoubtedly helpful. I actually really like him, and I really like the centre back partnership we've got with Gregory and Rose. They should be good. One's really fast, one's really good. Leibold's got his place on the left still. Krikic is actually going to be first choice right back for this game. Stojkovic on the bench. I like Krikic a lot actually, and I think he's got so much potential for the future. He just keeps improving, and yeah, I think he was a good youth transfer I picked up there. Leitner gets to keep his defensive midfield spot. Not the most reliable all round, but he's got some really good attributes, and I like him. Patrick Eras, having spent the first season he was here was when we were in the 2nd division. He's been absolutely incredible for us. I love the guy, Patrick Harris. He's going to be a cult hero at this club, I can imagine. In fact, I'm going to check now. He must be by now. Let's have a look. Patrick Harris must be, there he is. He's a favoured personnel, as am I, and Fulkreek. Andre Martins has actually made it to our list. I'm going to go through the transfers now. Actually, I remember I didn't do that, which I should have. But he's been sold. They weren't too happy about that. Kevin Movelt's at the club. He was there at the start as well. Nobody else I recognise though. But yeah, I forgot to go through the transfers properly, so I will do now. We've got rid of a lot of background players. Hong Jung-ho, I finally got fed up of him in the last episode, I think it was. He's off. I tried my best with him, but it never worked out between us. We were just never getting back together. Would have liked to have got more for him, but as the case with a lot of these players, I just wanted them sort of to go, get them out the way, which is good. Margaret has gone for just over 500,000. He's, again, a lot of these players are decent players, just not quite where we want them. Wilkeen's gone for 3 million. he was too injury prone. He's probably one of the better strikers I had at the time, but he was too injury prone, and with Timo Werner coming in, more than adequate replacement. As you can see, there's been a lot of direct replacements with the first 3 transfers on both sides. A few players gone out on loan again. I'm getting a fair bit of money for these guys. These guys are never really going to make it, I don't think, aging like 21, 22, all 3 of them now. Zakiri might still make it, he looks okay, as does Encia. Encia looks really good, just there's a lot of competition for that right back spot, so he's going to be waiting. Danny Bloom has finally gone after playing about 5 games last season. He was really good in the first 2 seasons, but he's tailing off. His lack of intelligence on the football pitch has let him down as we get into the higher levels of football. A lot of players gone then who were just sort of bit parts, for example Adam Smith and Behrens. Adam Smith, obviously a few bad injuries ruined his career for us. He was looking really good when he started, but it's all gone downhill since. But getting a couple of million for them is really nice. Behrens, another player, he was good for us, but he just didn't have a step up to the next level. And Andre Martins, he was 29 on a decent sized wage. He took a massive wage cut. I think he was on about 50,000 with us, but I can't remember. A very good player, one of the fans' favourite, but it was time to move along and get a couple of the youth players in, which leaves us to our team now as it stands. This episode's been all over the place, I apologise in advance. We've brought a couple of youth players up. Algai Gonzalez signed in the last January window. The 17 and 18 year old regens, they look so good for the future. They'll hopefully be featuring. I might end up putting them in reserves. As Fulkreek and Movalt have actually been put in the reserves, they're not quite good enough for the first team at the moment. Maybe Movalt is, certainly when we played at this defensive position. Him and Leitner are competing for the same spot. Rakowski's our second choice goalkeeper still, just because he's trained at club. If I was to replace him, it would be Wildsmith. Despite him being better, he's not got that specific training club, which I really like. Batstuber isn't even making it to the bench. He's more there for injury situations, and that brings us through the team. Enzana gets to go on the bench. He had a good season last season for us, scored a fair few goals. He looks like he's going to be good for the future. I like him a lot. And yeah, enough rambling, we're going to go into the game. Here's our opposition today, and it's getting less and less noticeable, but there's some players who really stand out, and that is Patrick Herrmann, super fast German winger. Bayern have been interested in him many occasions in real life, and he is good. And Zaka, who Arsenal have signed now in real life, and he is brilliant. Guidetti, obviously the ex-Man City man. Nielsen, I think, did he play for Aston Villa? I'm going to no, he did not. At any point, I'm completely wrong. I apologise for that. I think I'm mistaking him with someone else. But yeah, a lot of players I don't recognise. Jan Sommer, the Swiss goalkeeper, he's good. They've got some really good players, but hopefully we've got enough to get past them. Their bench looks Lars Stendel. He's quite old now. Oh no, only 30. He looks good as well. A lot of Andre Hahn. I'm just saying names now, but I know he's good. Yeah, see. A lot of good players, but we've got a lot of good players too, especially Engakobo. Let's just have a look at this guy. He's 20 now, and he is coming along so nicely. I am so pleased to have him at the club. I forgot to do the team talk. But yeah, into the game, and I'll see you in the first highlight. Now Borussia Mönchengladbach on the counter, crossing the pitch to Herrmann. Herrmann passes it back to their fullback, who hoofs the ball forward past Lindsay Rose. Guidetti's through. He scores. It was a well-worked goal for them, and unfortunately, they're leading 1-0. We have an attack now, switch to more attacking 4-3-3 with two central midfielders instead of defensive. Oh, Engakobo got so close then, just missed inside the goal. I'm actually going to move this down. I lifted it up last episode so I couldn't see the bottom corner of the goal. Engakobo whips it in again. That was a terrible ball, and it's a goal kick for Borussia Mönchengladbach. And Borussia Mönchengladbach have a free kick. It's 2-0. Bugger. Lindsay Rose has had a bad game so far, and whoever gave away that free kick's about to have a bad game too. It was a nice, well-worked free kick. They just got the ball in. Forsberg whips it in, and, well, nobody was on him. Everybody was just standing around. Nielsen gets in, and, well, that's payback for saying he played for Aston Villa, I think. Gregory's got the ball now. Forward to Aras to Engakobo. You can see the shape better of what I'm playing at the moment. Although my wide players are meant to cut in a bit more than they are currently, and it's let us down the fact that they haven't. We haven't been able to get that passes going in the forward area. Hermann's got the ball now on the right flank. Please don't make it another goal. I'm going to have to switch tactics soon because they're just dominating us with this 4-4-2. It's working brilliantly against us. Our strikers are leaving the fullbacks goal. Nielsen's offside, thank God for that. We have an attack now. Timo Werner, he was offside anyway, and Sommer saved his shot. So 35 minutes in, I'm already doing my second tactical change, moving to the narrow 4-3-3, as is shown here. We have another attack now. Krikic gets the ball in. Timo Werner in the box. Pass it back to Engakobo. Engakobo, the youngster, to Leitner. Leitner gets the second ball. Krikic! Oh, what a strike! Oh, I was giving him credit at the start of the game, and wow, I've never seen his hair before. I've never noticed it, but that's quite impressive here. We see it's Engakobo gets tackled off the ball. Leitner passes it out, and Krikic, first touch. Beautiful strike by the youngster. The Bosnian player is looking like he's going to be one hell of a signing for us. And we've come back in 2-1, and the now formation seems to be doing its trick. Leitner with a free kick now forward. Timo Werner. Timo Werner's in. He scored. That's his first goal for the club, and what a goal that is. Moritz Leitner has done marvellously. Now he's been moved forward into that playmaker role in the 4-3-3. Leitner with the free kick here whips it forward, and you just see Timo Werner's ahead of everyone, faster, gets a foot there. Beautiful strike, and well, we're back in this just before half time as well. That is very impressive. I'm pleased with the comeback. I mean, a first half comeback is something to be proud of. Lindsay Rose looks like he's going to be coming off soon. He's really not had the game of his life, and Luan looks a bit tired, but apart from that, it's going good in the first half. Disappointing to have gone 2-0 down, but very pleased at the comeback. And actually, I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. This should work. Yeah, there we go. Either red cards or goals. That's the way I like to play. Yeah, I'll see when something happens. So 2 tactical changes at around 50 minutes. Gronoset's coming on for Lindsay Rose, who's really had a bad game. I'll be missing his pace, unfortunately, in the back line. That 16 acceleration, not quite matched with Gronoset, but hopefully he can just calm stuff down and help us move forward as Tennessee comes forward into that false 9 position alongside the poacher and Timo Werner. Hopefully, despite being transfer listed, he wants to go. I really don't want to sell him. Nobody's interested in buying him. Hopefully he'll stop wanting to leave and stay at the club for the future. But those are 2 tactical changes with a lot of the game left to go. Hopefully those will influence the game enough to get us the win. Patrick Herman's just got injured for Borussia Mönchengladbach, but Andre Hahn, who's come on in his placement, is equally good, if not better, a bit more experienced than Patrick Herman. I didn't actually have a look at Patrick Herman. He's probably incredible at this point in the game. Oh no, he's not that good, but very fast. Thankfully their pace has left the pitch, but well, we've gone down to nearly the 70th minute and nothing else seems to be happening in the second half. We're not getting that chance, and I think this is a game which goes to extra time. I really should have checked that before the game. That is the sort of thing you do need to know before playing a game of football. All the substitutions have been done by both sides. I've just bought Belhanda on for Meyer. Meyer not having the performance I really hoped from him. They've also done all 3 tactical changes. Hopefully we can score a goal quickly in the next 5 minutes, else it's extra time. Saying that, Krikic has just got a throw in even. Werner on the edge of the box. Krikic, can he get the next ball in? He can. Tennessee's in the box. Oh, he can't make the impact coming off the bench, but Leitner all ready to assist to his name. Engakobo on the edge of the box now. Bursts forward, uses his pace. Sommer saves. It's a corner though. We take the corner now. Belhanda to whip the ball in. Having just come on, Hahn clears. It's another corner. And here we are again. Belhanda, can he get in a better ball this time? It's over the first line, but Kof gets the ball and they're going to counter now. Forward, the ball's across the pitch. Forsberg gets the ball now on the halfway line. Borussia Mönchengladbach, please don't say they score. They're passing it back, thankfully, but Dorsch, Forsberg, and it's highlight over. Hopefully we can get a goal in the next few seconds. And it's looking like we're going to go into extra time, despite being the better team. If you look statistically, we've had much better the game. But oh, it's straight to penalties. I was thinking whether or not it would be. I'm gonna, you know what? Well, you're gonna be the first penalty taker. Tennessee, Werner, Belhanda, Gregory. Hopefully it won't get to Wildsmith, but Wildsmith's quite good. Then Eras is quite good. Leitner, Leibold. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should just press auto press, because if I get this wrong, I'll just look like a mug. Ooh, bugger. Who was that? Krikic is last. No, Engakobo should be last. Whatever. That's the order I'm going with. Start penalty shootout. Hopefully this works. Wow, this will be my first. I think this will be my first on-camera penalty shootout. I can't recall another one. Can't recall a situation where we got into one, to be honest. Tennessee has got the first kick for us now. I hope penalties are fixed, because I haven't actually played penalties in ages in this game. And last time I remember, well, I think it was this FM, they were broken where you get 30 penalties. Maybe it was the last FM. Tennessee, come on Tennessee, get a goal. He's missed. Oh, bugger. Oh, no. Wildsmith. There we are. 1-0 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Wow. And do you know what's worse about this? We've actually been the better team, statistically. We've had far more shots, far more on target. We've had less clear-cut... 2 saves. Are you kidding me? 2 clear-cut chances. but we've had 4 half chances. They've scored. It's 2-0 already. Yeah, this is painful. So guys, penalty training in next training session. Belhanda scores. We've got a goal. That's about all we need at this point. If they score this one, no, they aren't through yet. They have to score 2, I think. Yeah, if we miss now, they're through. I think. Oh no, they've won. No, yeah, no, this one. If he doesn't score, we're out. For crying out loud, we've scored 1 out of 4 penalties. That is, that is one of the worst penalty shootouts. No, I am not pleased. Shut up, Timo Werner. You missed a penalty. All you did. That was appalling penalty shootout. Then 1 out of 4. Let's have a look. Do they say anything about it? No, they don't. He did score on his debut, which is okay. Leitner probably got man of the match, to be honest. Yeah, he did. He had a brilliant game. We had a brilliant game. I'll do that later. What's going to be the next episode though? I doubt I'll make any more transfers. There's 3 friendlies coming up. Then I don't really want to play that. Do we want to play against Dortmund? I'm looking at these 2 games here. Dortmund and the first of the group stage sort of look like an interesting couple of fixtures to play. And I think that will be the next episode against Dortmund and the first game on Champions League group stage. Thank you for watching. Unfortunately, it's a disappointing result. We've actually dominated the game, which is a good sign. It shows we're becoming a good side. But ultimately we lost, which is the only thing that matters. So yeah, see you against Dortmund. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.